at the current moment. It's actually a Monday morning. It's 8:03 in the morning. I'm really not trying to go to school today. And you may be wondering, I smell terrible, but you may be wondering, well, Jacob, why are you recording at this time? What in the world has this driven you to record? And that's a really fair question. Usually, I say my recordings for Saturday. There was one time I had a recording on a Wednesday as like an intermission. And I guess you could call this another intermission. And honestly, I guess, honestly, I am an American. I was living in America for the longest. In fact, since coming here to Japan, I've actually called, I've actually started saying the term the West, as in not just America, but the whole like Western area of the world. So that includes like your Europe and whatnot. But well, to be honest, what has me saddened is this dating world. I'm kind of lost and confused because I think that if you don't know a little bit about my story, is that one day when I was 17, I had a massive change happen to me, a sudden change. And all of a sudden, I started reading the Bible every day and really looking into the Word of God and all these things. And I completely changed. Like, if you take me from my sophomore and junior year, and then you take the Jacob in his senior year, they're two different people. And I've been relatively changed ever since then. A lot of my morals and outlooks have changed, but when it comes to relationships, that too has changed. And I would value and really only care about the character. Attractiveness, of course, is still a feature or a quality that one cares about, but not for me, not so much to an extent. So I have to try it. It's been so long. I know it's only been like 2 years, almost three. Yeah, I think almost exactly like 2 years since whatever change, the change that happened. But I don't know how people view relationships these days. I don't know like what are the factors they look at because it's been so long. Like, I used to be a guy that would talk to this girl because she was pretty and then get rejected and just move on and stuff like that. But now these days, I'm actually trying to form and build like solid relationships, everlasting relationships. So I think the disparity that I want to express to you is not that I have a fantasy or whatnot, but I think for the longest time I've been viewing relationships in the lens of truth. Like I genuinely believe that you could probably have a relationship with anyone. Like, how much do looks really matter? Like, let's be honest. But I think that worldview and the reality of what's actually happening do not align. It's really had me conflicted. I am, I guess, fortunate enough to have a friend who just so happens to be very much attractive to women. Now, he's a great guy. No hate on him. Not at all. But it's like you look at these women and they just like, I don't know. You look at this and you think, well, it's like, I don't know. Makes you think, what's real? What's there to fight for? We have the saying, looks matter, and it's like I think part of the my sorrow has to do. You hear these women talk about like men. You never hear anything about their character and stuff like that. It's like, oh, he's cute or he's tall and he has like a big D and whatnot. It's like, well, what about him? And now he tried to argue that like, oh, because he like had this like I guess someone one night stand with this woman, but he tried to argue like, oh well, it's like, oh well, like she said that like, oh she likes my dorkiness and all these things about me. It's like, well, would she really have said all that stuff and liked you? It's like on the one side she could say all that stuff, but then on the other side, like she could say all that stuff and like it's not like she likes those attributes. It's you're attractive, and then she just you understand what I mean. But honestly, I'll give you a little insight about myself. My first week here in Japan, my sole focus was actually to lose body fat. I just want to be attractive. But these days, my focus has shifted into who I'm going to be. Honestly, I am a 19-year-old in a foreign country with ambitions and goals of building an empire. I wish to be someone that can protect and provide for all the people that I guess are in my sphere of influence. The great provider and protector and whatnot. I want responsibilities. That's who I wish to be. I have grand ambitions, grand visions. And oftentimes, seeing this world, seeing the people, it discourages me. It's because at the end of the day, the one thing that I actually value the most is relationships with people, or our relationships with people. It's like, well, if you can't have that one thing, I'm not talking about brotherhood. That's another thing. But you can't have like a genuine romantic relationship with a woman. Well, then I don't know. And then of course, if you get like realistic, it was like, okay, well, obviously she won't like you if you're like this and that and that. But then it's like, well, where's the line? Where's the line? Okay, you could take care of yourself, have good morals, a straight head, have a resilient mind. Like you can like do I become like the funniest guy in the world or just like someone that can throw a joke around or two? So I don't know. But I think honestly, I'm just going to give up on that. I know that if I become this man that I want to be, then I would just have women like all over me. And I don't even think I'd want them. Even the women that are like close to me now. Even I guess my Mercedes. I don't know if I would really want them. I think to be the like truest thing I will say in this whole thing is that what will likely happen is I can take in these women or whoever woman wants me, but I just won't have one woman. I guess I owe no one loyalty, especially ones that are part of this corrupt world or corrupt mind view or any character and stuff like that doesn't exactly matter. It doesn't make you qualify. It's your attractiveness. So if I become this man and then they want me, they will be one of many. But we could put the women to the side because I think another thing that this thing made me realize is like, okay, this is chaos. We're just gonna throw this out the window. Just get rid of it. Oftentimes, when life can get hectic, I just all I can do is just put attention back to myself. I'm like, okay, I wish to build an empire. I wish to have influence and to be able to protect and provide for those I care about. But at the core of all of it, when I was around 6 years old, the core of my desire was to be the greatest father ever. I guess 13 years later, that has followed me. So, but finally, I think the last thing that came out of this is I suddenly had a strong desire for my name to be known. I want everyone to know my name. So, I guess my goodness. I guess we begin.